Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. And first things first, before we get into it, I do apologise profusely about the latter videos in the past couple of months. A few things happened in real life. I'm working a lot more now, and quite frankly, just not had the time to do any videos. And also, I went through that point that every modeler does, is they don't lose a lack of interest, they lose a lack of motivation, you lose the mojo. But I have done a lot more to the narrow gauge, and I will do a separate video on that. This is just more of an update video of where I've been and something else I'm working on. And just an apology, basically. But more videos are going to be back now. I've got a little bit more time on the evenings to do stuff. And yeah, we'll jump straight in. Welcome back, everyone. And today we are looking at my new project that I'm working on, and a little bit about why I've started this and why I'm doing it. So first of all, as you can tell, this is not my narrow gauge layout. This is actually my new O gauge layout. This is the first time I'm doing O gauge. I've zero experience in the past. But hey, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Try new things. So basically, I have created a little Inglenook. It's all the way down there. And the reason for it is my 009 and tip field, which are both stood happily here. All the wiring on the narrow gauge. Basically, they're great. But when it comes to shunting and wanting to do something just specifically for wagons, etc., bit limited, unfortunately, because obviously I have the station and everything. Another reason why I've decided to make this is I was looking for some static grass, actually, and I came across a deal at Rails of Sheffield on one of their O gauge, actually quite a few of their O gauge locomotives that were 50% off. Now, if you know about O gauge, obviously O gauge costs a lot of money, but you get a lot for what you pay for. Now, I actually paid £125 for this loco, which is cheaper than my little England class that I bought for the narrow gauge and various other locos. So this is a very good price, and it runs lovely. I'll put a video, I'll put a short video clip in here. It runs nice, etc. Over the points. And quite frankly, I just wanted something that I can come home from work and just have a nice, simple shunting session for half hour, 40 minutes, take my mind off everything, and just simply shunt wagons, which is what I'm building this layout for. So as you can see, the controller's there. It goes all the way down there. There's enough to fit this plus 3 to 4 wagons down there. And there's enough to put 2 wagons in the goods shed siding, and this will be a coal siding that's big enough for 1. And the reason I've got it for that is because I can still bring in like extra box fans and put them in here, and then take the old ones out, pick up the one that needs to go in there and put that in there, etc. Maybe in the future this line might come out, which is why I'm not ballasting it yet. I'm gonna wait a little while whilst I think about it. The idea is I might put a curve in here, curve it round, and then have it come all the way down this side of the wall as we are in the downstairs cupboard. But yeah, it absolutely is brilliant for what I want. And so far, the only bits I've had to buy that's expensive is the point. It cost me about 60 quid, and obviously the loader itself. All the boards that this is made on is timber and MDF that I still had. And the back scene I already had as well. It's the same one I've used on the tip field layout. And when I'm rebuilding it at the time being, the piece that goes across there, I've had to take up because I'm doing some modifications, and I needed the batt seam that I originally used to replace it. So that's the reason why I already had a batt seam. And the mock-up buildings you see are made of mountain board. And these will be brick papered and everything using plasticard. So there'll be brick all the way up to the bottom of that overhang, and then coming down to that pencil line, you can just about see it. There'll be corrugated pieces. That's meant to be the back of a warehouse. And then over here we have a low relief and half of a goods shed on being built. Again, out of mount card, and there's a little loading platform there as well. And obviously once this has been covered in plasticard, stone plasticard, and there'll be a lintel across the door, and they'll do individual slates for the roof. That will look quite nice up in the corner, and it can fit, like I said, one widened in there, one widened for that. And I may put a loading crane on there as well, just so it offers up for some flatbeds as well. And then obviously I'll be scratch building this toll yard and the toll stave that goes in there. And this is probably just going to be an area for the lorries to turn out. This would be a little bit of undergrowth. And then here I'm going to have the back of a house, and then a little garden here, and then have a scene. I like to work on little cameo scenes. I'll have some scenes in the garden of like children watching the trains, etc. As it's meant to be sort of a countryside sort of goods line. So that's really what I've been kind of doing. I've been focusing on purchasing bits and bobs for this, getting it laid. It's all now shut down, it can't move. And yeah, just building mock-ups really of buildings of where they're going to go. And like I said, when I buy the plasticard stone sheets and brick sheets, etc., they will obviously be covered completely and will look completely different. I bought a buffer stop when I went to derails, so I've painted that up, and I don't know if you can pick it up on the light in here, but you can vaguely see that I've put some rust on it. I still got to finish the lamp. Obviously I got to paint that white with a red little lens on it, but I don't think that looks too bad. And then obviously all the rails need to be painted, rust, etc. And yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing, where I've been at. A lot of work recently. Kids have had 6 weeks holiday as well, so I've been going out places with them and just taking a little step back, get that mojo back. I've added some signals which you will see in the next vlog. There'll be a video of an update of the narrow gauge, and we put some signal lights in, etc. Two-way signal, two-way aspect signal lights. So they've all been fitted and everything. But I've just been trying to acquire a few bits. This is more for me for winter, because I can buy old age wagon kits that will take me, a couple of weekends, to actually build. So that's really the time I have now at the moment to build stuff. So yeah, I can get some old age wagons, build them up over a matter of weeks, etc. through the winter, and slowly progress. And hell, in the future, like I said, this line might come up and a curve go in, and then I might have a low relief station for an auto coach or something around here. But I wanted to start off small and work my way up. I've never done old age before. I needed to start small. I wanted something that I can work on through winter and still do exhibitions with my narrow gauge layout and the tip field layout. They're still going to the exhibitions. The narrow gauge is now finished, like completely, apart from like adding a few more bushes, etc. The layout is done. I can't add anything more to it, just too much will be too much. Sometimes less is more. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I've just been doing this. This is taking me 2 weeks just to lay some track and build up some mock-ups of buildings. I'm not rushing it. I'm not diving in the deep end. You know, generally on a layout, when I have the time, I will build a baseboard, lay the track, and start placing buildings and building buildings all in a couple of days. So to me, I feel like I'm going too slow, but actually I know that I'm taking my time. A good shed will get done. The warehouse will get done. There'll be a wall along the back of there, and then some double gates, so that people can access the ramp. And like I said, there's going to be a house here and everything. So we got a long way to go with this. I will bring regular updates of this when I feel like I've done enough to do an update. But before then, there will be a narrow gauge video out probably in a week. In a week's time of this video going live. And yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Cheap baseboard, wood I already had. Loco deal at Rails of Sheffield, which was fantastic. And yeah, basically, next time when you see this, hopefully, the goods shed and the warehouse, and hopefully I might have made a start on scratch building the coal stove, will all be a vast improvement to what you see now. So yeah, if you have enjoyed, guys, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, comment with any helpful tips with O-Gauge if you've done O-Gauge in the past. I've definitely been bitten by the O-Gauge bud, and I probably will not go back to a smaller gauge. I will stick to my 2 exhibition layouts of N-Gauge and 009, but I will not be building another gauge that's not O, because the detail and everything, and it's just brilliant. I absolutely love it. I'm already, like I said, I caught the bud, and yeah. So if you have enjoyed, remember, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll be back very shortly with a new vlog of the narrow gauge. Cheers, guys. I'll catch you later.